alaikum and a very warm welcome to Masala Mornings नाज़रीन. Hope you are doing well. आज आप लोगों के लिए एक सरप्राइज़ है मेरे शो पे. सरप्राइज़ ये है कि I have a very important guest with me here on my show. His name is Litu Mohiuddin, and mashallah, he's an author, he's a chef, he's an explorer, mixed chef from Bangladesh and UK, and he has written a book. Beautiful name of the book is Mem Sahib Lounge. Can you believe it? I really love the name. Okay, इन्होंने ये मीम साहब लाउंज बुक का नाम इसलिए रखा है कि इनका एक रेस्टोरेंट भी है यूके में और उसका नाम मीम साहिब लाउंज है और इनका रेस्टोरेंट Cheltenham, am I right?
Yes, you are. It's in Cheltenham.
और वहाँ पे है यूके में. Welcome Litu on my show.
Thank you so very much. It's been an honor and a privilege to be able to attend in your show.
You're more than welcome. I would like to tell you something about your book.
Okay.
That when I met you for the first time upstairs, I saw your book and I just loved your book.
I'm glad you like that. You are very kind.
Lovely book, mashallah. इतनी ज़बरदस्त रेसिपीज़ हैं उसमें and आज जो लीटू हमारे लिए बना रहे हैं, it's a curry of brinjals, ठीक है? And he will give you a detail about this curry. ये करी बहुत पुराने ज़माने की है, very old, ancient time curry, and very different to make and very tasty to eat. Even I am going to try it for the first time today. मैं आपको ये इंग्लिश में आपको समझाएंगे. I will translate it to you in Urdu. तो आप बिल्कुल परेशान नहीं होइए. I hand over the show to Litu. Yes.
Hello. Very good morning. It's been an honor and privilege. I've been very much inspired by Mrs. Shireen Anwar. Thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to be able to come and to show to cook the curry what I think was historically dated back 5,000 years ago to this Harappan civilization. And yesterday I went to Mohenjo-daro and I had wandered around those historical sites and I found a beautiful archaeological evidence as well as on the internet that nearly 4,500, nearly 5,000 years ago, those Harappan civilization first started mixing those masala. So before that, what we used to do, used to mix masala for medicinal purposes.
Okay.
But those civilizations were so advanced, is one of the 3 oldest advanced civilization in the world. They started mixing those 3 to 4 ingredients into a mixed broth. And they added brinjal, with eggplant, into that mixed broth, and they cooked a beautiful curry, I would think. And that's what we're trying to recreate today, giving a little bit of modern twist into it.
लीटू बता रहे हैं कि ये बहुत पुराने ज़माने की एंशिएंट टाइम की ये करी है बैगन से जो हरप्पा और मोहनजोदारो में बनाई जाती थी, खाई जाती थी और ये 3-4 मिक्स मसालों के साथ बनती और बनाई जाती है. तो कल you had been to Mohenjo-daro yesterday.
Yes, I had an opportunity to visit
wow.
there. Yes.
So you saw this there?
There wasn't any archaeological evidence of those particular dish, but in 2010, some scientists from Vancouver, they came and then they found the trace of those turmeric and a cumin and an eggplant into a pottery like that. So that is the reason we selected this today to cooking there. So I found that evidence and I saw that civilization and the ruin down there, which inspired me to promote this culture around the world.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so should we start?
We should, thank you. So
ये आपको मिट्टी की हांडी में बनाना है जिससे ओरिजिनल टेस्ट आएगा.
wonderful. So first of all, to understand what are the ingredients we would be needing on there. So the first, cumin,
Okay,
turmeric,
जीरा, हल्दी,
ginger,
ginger.
and those are the well-known, and those are the well-known to the Harappan for the mixed broth. And those are 3 ingredients they found it on the shred of this type of pottery.
Okay.
Today we're definitely going to be using that, but they used to known of adding salt, and nowadays we could use various different type of salts, but what I thought the best idea would be to use black salt, because this is the origin of this reason, and it could have been exactly that they were using it. The sugar cane, that is interesting.
Gold,
absolutely, that could add the balance of the dish we're going to be cooking today. And they are very well known of producing sesame oil, and this tel ka tel. This sesame oil is wonderfully nutritious and has less trans fat, so this is very healthy to be able to cook on there. So while the pot is heating it up, what we will start with, as a modern twist, we have sourced those beautiful aubergine. We cleaned it on the side, split it in the middle, cut it into 4 so that the masala can goes in there. It needs a little bit of frying on the side. I don't know whether Harappan has done that or not, but we're going to be doing it for our test today. So frying that, we'll be putting it back, and then we'll follow the process. Yes, yes. Because
and you will be frying it in the sesame oil?
I will be frying in the sesame oil. So now I can see that is working on this. If I may kindly, taking that oil in there. So here goes the oil.
2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of sesame oil.
Well, yes, absolutely. Those sort of, a bit worried about this. Okay. So before you do that cumin seed, like I said, we're going to be frying those. So I'm just gonna put it on there to fry, and it just coated the fried on the side of it. My mom usually marinate those aubergine before fry with the turmeric, and I know you can do that as well. But in that case, what we're going to be doing is just coating it. Yes, and this is I put it in there 6. So those 6 would be nice to do this. Those I can move it down, and a tongue would be interestingly used to change this and frying it as well. And when that is done, can I put it on there?
Yes, sure.
Thank you very much.
2 to 3 tablespoons sesame oil लिया, उसमें छोटे-छोटे बैगन लेके इन्होंने क्वार्टर कट किया था, अलग नहीं किया था, just give it a cut, slit, और फिर उसको फ्राई कर रहे हैं उस सेसमी ऑयल में, ठीक है, तेल के तेल में.
On a low heat, because
low heat पे just to give it a little shade.
Yes, and there is a scientific reason for that, as far as I am concerned, because having that skin on the side and having that burnt into that skin a little bit, it brings a smoky flavor into that curry as well. So it's
if you cook in this, that brings a smoky flavor.
As well as those skin of any sort of vegetables. So with that in mind, what I found as well, that the word curry we know of today, C-U-R-R-Y, it's actually a change by British. It used to be known as K-A-R-I, as you know, and it's a Tamil word, and it means sauce. So when British came this part of the world, for their convenience, they changed K-A-R-I to C-U-R-R-Y. So I'm writing a book, and that is the reason I'm in Pakistan now. And my book title is K-A-R-I Curry, not Curry, C-U-R-R-Y.
That's your another book.
That's my another book, it's a second book, and that is the reason I'm researching this part of the world.
So, Litu, we have to go for a short break.
Okay.
So we'll take a short break, Nazreen. हम break से वापस आते हैं and we will continue.
Thank
So
you.
stay with us. Keep watching Masala Mornings only on Masala TV.
ऑबरजीन करी अज्जा, छोटे बैंगन 6 से 8 अदद, अदरक 2 इंच का टुकड़ा, पिसी हल्दी 1 चाय का चमचा, सी सॉल्ट या काला नमक हस्बे ज़रूरत, कैरी जूलियन 50 ग्राम, तिल का तेल 2 से 3 खाने के चमचे, साबित जीरा 1 खाने का चमचा, गुड़ या ब्राउन शुगर 1 चाय का चमचा, वेजिटेबल स्टॉक या पानी 100 मिलीलीटर।
Ji, welcome back, Ji. And here Litu has fried those brinjals, given them a slight,
Charred on this as well, so it's a little burnt on
And
the
they
side.
smell so good. इतनी अच्छी खुशबू आ रही है because of this pot. बहुत अच्छी खुशबू आ रही है.
Absolutely.
And we were just talking about it कि we think कि by putting in a lot of spices तो हमारी वो करी या सॉस बहुत अच्छी मज़े की बनती है. लेकिन ऐसी बात नहीं है. You know, you can just make a nice curry by adding in just few ingredients, which she's going to do.
Exactly. And that's what Harappan civilization did.
Yes, yes.
And but over the period of the time, what British did, you know, our garam masala, this garam masala was, they added lots of turmeric in there, and they called it as a curry powder. Because having a lot of spices like that for a cook who doesn't know how to cook very well, it's difficult to amalgamate, difficult to mix it together. But if you have a mixed masala in a packet, you can straightway cook that. And that's how curry powder was invented.
Okay.
So now, I'm going to add...
So you got the story how curry powder was invented. अच्छा, वो निकाल लिया, बैगन निकाल दिए. अब उसी pot में फिर से sesame oil डाला है 2 tablespoons.
Okay. And then, in there, here goes the beautiful cumin. And it's going to fry this cumin.
1 teaspoon.
And I think it's overheated now because of the clay pot. So this cumin is fried beautifully. I think it's over fried. So now, what you need to do, added those, the grinded spices. So you're going to do ginger.
You want little water?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Beautiful. And with the ginger, I'm going to put that turmeric. A grinded turmeric would be lovely.
Okay. Half teaspoon of turmeric powder.
Okay. And then this cumin. And I really wanted to grind this cumin a little bit because giving a little bit grinded cumin in there.
Okay.
With a little bit of water. Would you mind to put a little water in there for me, please? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. The easiest and nicest way we could do that would be to put those turmeric, whole turmeric, ginger, and a cumin all into the grinder and make a beautiful paste.
Okay.
And you know, this beautiful paste, we could even put it in the fridge. Adding a little bit of lemon juice or vinegar will stay longer.
Okay.
And that is a beautiful way we could preserve.
Litu आपको एक टिप दे रहे हैं. इन्होंने कहा कि इन्होंने हर चीज़ अलग-अलग डाली है, लेकिन आप इसको सबको turmeric, white cumin, ginger, you can grind it together with little water और उसका पेस्ट बना के उसको आप फ्रिज में रख सकते हैं with lemon juice 2 to 3 tablespoon make, ताकि वो ज़्यादा दिन तक फ्रिज में रह सकता है, ख़राब नहीं हो सकता. और फिर जब आप ये बना रहे हैं तो आपको सब मसाले डालने की ज़रूरत नहीं है because you have a paste ready and you put the paste in.
And this is very sustainable to do that nowadays, and it saves a lot of time. Because nowadays we are very busy doing whatever our life it is.
Right.
And having been able to come home and taking a stress of cooking, it just demotivates us.
Exactly.
But if you have those mixed blend masala preserved, the preservation.
Definitely.
preservation is a very key to our sustainability, key to our world as well.
Yeah.
So if we can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. I want your suggestion on that. So this is the Coshano process. The water has evaporated kindly, and the oil is now coming on the top, which is beautifully. At that moment, I
Okay,
want.
now you'll add this.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your thumbs up.
ओके जब मसाला भून गया है तेल ऊपर आ गया है when the oil comes on top you add in the fried brinjals back to the pot ठीक है
Wonderful. And then with that, giving a little bit of a stir
okay
and just keeping it 1 or 2 minutes so that those masala try
Goes
to be
inside.
coated inside, and then we'll put some vegetable stock. So now the problem is whenever I do master class to my restaurants, I do master class every last Sunday of the month, and I bring my guests and they come and then we share our cooking skill, and they
You never
share as
invited
well.
me.
Oh, I would love to invite you. This is the invitation on the telly, so your audience should know that you've been invited. So you're more than welcome to visit me. And then when they come to this master class, we talked about their journey, what mistakes they have made in their kitchen, and what mistakes I have made, because I'm a self-taught chef. I never been trained as a chef. So I learned
like
as I
me.
went. Like you. So you and me, we got a wonderful things in common. So this is, what do you think? Shall we put some water in there
Yes,
now?
need to.
Okay, so coming
Stock.
back, stock,
Stock,
yes.
yes.
Now this might get a little bit of a challenge to the home cook, and he said, I don't have a stock, that means I can't cook this curry. Actually, this is not. Harappan never used that stock.
Yeah.
This is a modernized way of
Yes.
doing that. So we can easily use the water.
Water.
So the stock is a fancy part of this journey of this
ओके
curry.
अगर आपके पास ब्रॉथ नहीं है वेजिटेबल स्टॉक नहीं है डोंट वरी आप सिंपल पानी डाल सकते हैं ठीक है
The stock looks great. Did you make this or did you?
नो माय हेल्पर्स डिड
Okay. Helper definitely got very much in a spread, like I'm getting now. Okay, so this aubergine would now need to increase the temperature. So I'm gonna heat it up medium to high. Keeping in mind of the pots and pottery we choose, because when we say, okay, we turn off the heat, that means it hasn't stopped cooking. It still has the heat preserved in there. So this pottery is clay, and it will preserve a lot of heat into that.
Yes.
Other than the stainless steel
Yes,
and
yes.
your
बहुत देर
yeah.
तक ये पॉट गरम रहता है इसमें खाना बहुत देर तक गरम रहता है ठीक है ये तो आप लोग को भी पता है
And is less costly as well.
Yes, of
because
course.
you use less energy.
Yes.
And you use your local local
Yes.
people to produce that,
Yes.
and you're supporting that local pottery.
Yes.
Other than buying those multinational companies pots and pottery which has sticky things in there, and it is not very good for health anyway. So we need to go back to our root, as I am coming back to my root from Bangladesh to Pakistan.
Yeah.
So this coming back to the root will definitely enlighten us and give us a lot more.
Okay, Litu, I want to find out one thing.
Yes.
I have a question.
Please.
I have a question that when the brinjals are fully cooked,
Yes.
will they remain whole or will they be mashed into a curry like what?
It will be remain and whole. That
Okay,
is the
then.
idea. That is the
Okay.
idea we wanted to bring it on there.
Okay.
I don't know how Harappan civilization used their aubergine, whether it's a mashed or is a whole.
Okay.
But for this purpose, I think a whole aubergine on a plate with a
Okay.
little bit of garnish and stuff would look absolutely lovely.
Okay. So we have to take a break.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
By the time it's going to get cooked.
Yes.
So we bring it to boil and simmer.
ठीक है तो हम जा रहे हैं इधर एक छोटी सी ब्रेक पे जब तक कि ये थोड़ा सा सिमर हो रहा है बैगन हमारे कुक हो रहे हैं और आपको सवाल का जवाब भी मिल गया कि ये बैगन साबुत ही रहेंगे जब हम इनको सर्व करेंगे साइड में मसाला होगा और ऊपर इसका गार्निश होगा स्टे ट्यून्ड एंड कीप वाचिंग मसाला मॉर्निंग्स
ऑबरजीन करी अज्जा छोटे बैंगन 6 से 8 अदद, अदरक 2 इंच का टुकड़ा, पिसी हल्दी 1 चाय का चमचा, सी सॉल्ट या काला नमक हस्बे जरूरत, कैरी जूलियन 50 ग्राम, तिल का तेल 2 से 3 खाने के चमचे, साबित जीरा 1 खाने का चमचा, गुड़ या ब्राउन शुगर 1 चाय का चमचा, वेजिटेबल स्टॉक या पानी 100 मिलीलीटर।
Gee, welcome back to Masala Mornings, and today we have a very special guest with us on Masala Mornings, Litu Mohiuddin, who's a chef, who's an explorer, who's a writer, who's an author of such a nice book. He has his own restaurant in UK, mashallah, mashallah. And I had requested him last week when I was just going through his book that I would love to learn a recipe from your book called Bengal Coconut Crumble. So it's very kind of him that he agreed to this, and he's making coconut crumble.
As well as the aubergine curry.
Yes.
So we're going to check back on that, and I take your suggestion on this, your feedback. Have a look on this. Please take the smells of it and see how it's coming. This is very
nice.
Simplicity in there as well. So what I did while we were on the break, I added those beautiful black salt. Yes, of course. I added this black salt, nice in there. It has a bit less sodium.
What was this?
Sugar cane. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because it needs, as you know, the flavor human can taste on their palates. So we wanted to add that sweetness to bring it in there. So those two has been added.
Yeah, black salt kya hai or brown sugar kya hai?
Absolutely. And now it is going to be in simmer. So it needs another 5 to 10 minutes. While we get that, I think we can jump onto your favorite one, it's a Bengal coconut crumble.
Yes.
And the Bengal coconut crumble has a history, like this one has a history.
It's not Bengal.
Bengal. My Bangladesh. Bengal is West Bengal and East Bengal was. So the history of this Bengal coconut crumble was developed by Mem Sahibs. So the European women, when they came with British Raj, we call it, the Raj means men. Actually, we don't talk about the women. So that is the book, and my restaurant is featuring those women back in early 18th and 19th centuries. So those women were the pioneer of amalgamating two cuisines together, two type of cooking together, British and Bengal cooking together. So they created a beautiful coconut crumble, and I found this recipe in a book that was printed 1890. The name of the book is Mem Sahib's cookbook. So it's Mem Sahib's cookbook. The first one of the books was printed, and it's not only a recipe book, it has a lot of instruction about how to remedy your headache. So it was a guide book for those women who traveled from UK to, not UK, Britain to Bengal or India during that time. So the simplistic way they cooked it in there is any seasonal fruits actually. In our case, we got some apricots, so we soaked it in water. We got some pineapples, that's what they used, and it's beautiful there. And we got some raisin and sultana, kismet, mix it together. And that is a balance of flavor, your sweet and sourness. And then the cardamom, crushed cardamom. With that, a coconut milk. So you're gonna put all of this in there, bring it to boil, and then simmer, and followed by all of those crumbles. Put it on top of the baking. The oven is on. Put it on there. We'll bake it. It's very simplest way to do that, but it must eat with an ice cream. So I think you're going to source an ice cream for us today. So shall we start?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. I'm going to just check back on there because this is my first time I'm cooking those, the aubergine curry the way Harappan cooked. So I'll have to keep an eye on this. And let us start with this. So shall we?
Apricot soaked for 2 hours.
Yes, and this yield is 4 to 6 people, and it's a very lovely thing that you can preserve as well as in the fridge and freezer. So putting it in the freezer, it works nicely too.
100 grams apricots लिए.
Okay. There you are. Fabulous. This recipe is for 4 to 6 people, but
Okay.
in there we got pretty nice. And then soaking raisin in sultana is absolutely beautiful. And I found some interesting tricks of using raisin and sultana. If you blend raisin and sultana with kismis with some fried onion and put it any mutton curry, before finishing your mutton curry, that will give you beautiful sweetness into the meat as well as the gravy.
Oh wow, okay, I'll try that too.
You try that. That was used in a railway mutton curry during the time of British in India. So goes in your
Pineapples, 1 tin.
yes, the tin would be fine. Shall we put all
Yeah,
of them
put
because we're
all.
gonna
Yeah.
yes. Is looking at the recipe and cooking, following the recipe is not a chef. So chef has just, you know that very well. We don't follow recipe as much as exactly,
Yeah,
but by the
yeah.
letter, to the letter. Yes. So you got
Crushed cardamom.
crushed cardamom, fabulous. And now, I think we need to give the coconut milk. May I use one of those?
Yeah, sure. Okay, you're going to cook this with coconut milk.
Yes.
Yum.
Yes. So the coconut milk will bring that sweetness in there as well.
Okay.
So I think, what do you think? We should put coconut milk just to cover the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can do that.
You want me to on the...
We shall mix it, then we'll turn it on.
Okay.
If that's okay. Sorry. Tell me when to stop. What do you think? Just about, or shall we do
I
all
think
of
you
that?
add all.
All that, okay. Thank you. Squeezed coconut milk, isn't it? Not?
We get very good canned coconut milk here.
Canned coconut
Yeah,
milk as
very
well.
good one,
Very
yes.
good. Yeah. The one we get in the UK is mainly from Thai
Yes.
origin and Thai
Yes,
region.
yes.
Is it the same here as well?
Yeah, same.
Okay. So it's got nearly 60 to 70% of extract, I think, in there, which is wonderful. So what are we going to do again? The similar process, in Indian part of the world, we call koshano. And in classic cuisine in French, they call bring it boil, then simmer. So it's pretty similar. The cooking techniques and things are very, very nicely similar. So
इसको आपने तेज चूल्हे पे पकाना है जब तक कि एक बॉईल आ जाए. जब बॉईल आ जाएगा तो उसकी आंच हल्की करके उसको आपको सिमर करना है जब तक कि ये गल जाए. ठीक है?
Exactly.
Okay, Litu, I want to ask you, no sugar will go in this?
no sugar will go on this because
Only
we got
on the crumble.
Only on the crumble, because otherwise it's going to be extremely sweet. Because we have coconut milk with sweetness, apricot sweetness, and then pineapple will bring the sweetness by the time it get cooked, and then the raisin and sultana will bring the sweetness. So you're going to bring the sweetness from the natural fruits other than the sugar that we consider.
So we have to take a break.
Okay.
So we are going for a short break. नाज़रीन, आपने कहीं नहीं जाना है. Keep watching Masala Mornings. We'll be right back.
Bengal coconut crumble अज्जा. Chopped fresh pineapple 225 से 275 ग्राम, dried apricots 100 ग्राम, किशमिश और बड़ी किशमिश 100 ग्राम, इलायची 3 से 4 अदद, कोकोनट मिल्क 400 मिलीलीटर, सॉफ्ट ब्राउन शुगर 150 ग्राम टॉपिंग के लिए, पिसा खोपरा 100 ग्राम, जमरारा शुगर 100 ग्राम, मक्खन 100 ग्राम, मैदा 100 ग्राम.
Gee, welcome back to Masala Morning. Oof, I can't tell you what this is. I just tried the little masala. Oh, yum. Bhook lag gayi. Okay, so now you will remove this?
Yes,
this?
shall
Okay.
we? Shall we try and see
Yes.
what is in there? So the interesting way we'll be doing that, if I could do it here, so I don't drop any. We don't want to lose that beautiful masala.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
ये यहाँ पे सिमर हो रहा है. इतनी देर सिमर होगा कि पूरा मिल्क इसका ड्राई हो जाए, कोकोनट मिल्क.
Dryish.
dry.
So, madam,
Yeah.
what we have now is
Ginger julienne.
yeah. So you got some ginger julienne. So you take this inspiration from the karai, the way we
Okay,
serve it,
okay.
and it's a very healthy.
Yeah.
This is very healthy to have that, and we can just garnish a little bit. And I really wanted to promote or talk about this special masala mix I've been carrying with my backpack.
Your mother's
my
garam
mother's
masala.
garam masala. So this, she would love that. So if you can smell a little.
No, I did. Very nice.
Very nice.
What is something special in this?
I think I will have to ask her, but she
Okay.
blends it in her way, but it's a various different masala. What I found it in there, just jayatri, as
Yeah,
well as
I
the
also-
nutmeg. You
yeah,
can get that.
nutmeg.
And then the star anise, the aniseed flavor is on there as well.
That's the flavor.
There's the star anise on
Star
there.
anise ka. Badiyan ka phool.
Yes. So that gives, that's not exactly Harappan, but it's a modern Harappan, we may call it. And if I need to wipe up on the side a little bit, probably we could always use one or two basil leaves on the top to garnish.
लीटू ने कहा कि अगर आपके पास फ्रेश बेसल सीड्स हैं, लीव्स हैं, तो आप इसमें इसको ऊपर से डाल के इसके साथ गार्निश करें, बहुत ही अच्छा फ्लेवर आता है. ठीक है?
And that has a lot of healthy benefit of this
Yeah, of course.
as well. So,
So one
shall we try?
recipe done.
One recipe done.
So now we come to this one. You should make the crumble now.
We should start making that crumble
Yeah.
now. Thank you. Before you asked me, should we need to put some salt or sugar in there?
Yeah.
And I said, no, we not. But should we try this first of all and then jump onto there? Would you like to try a little bit?
After a little while.
After a little while, when it gets a little cold, yes. So I'm just gonna add the hand gloves on it. This.
Okay. You need desiccated coconut for
Yes.
the topping,
Yes.
for the crumble, and
Yes.
brown sugar,
Yes.
butter, and plain flour.
Yes. If you have prunes, kind of fruits, dry fruits, if you put it in there, the color gets absolutely
Okay,
beautifully as well.
okay.
Couple of saffron would be nice if you wanted to color it up, to give it a color. So for the crumble, the butter and coconut sugar and stuff will definitely make it nicely. And I think we should put a little bit of brown sugar in there, don't you think?
Yeah.
ma'am? Please, if you could kindly
Yes,
put
sure.
a little bit of brown sugar while I'm preparing this. Demerara sugar and brown sugar, any one of those. You
I
can
think
do
I
that. The
like
brown-
this,
Yes,
yeah.
I like this as well. There you go. So recipe is all about improvising it as we go along. And this is the one, please. Fantastic. I think it's going to get dried in this.
Yeah.
And his butter needs the temperature of my hands to get melted as you go along.
100 grams butter, 4 ounces.
How much you wanted to put it in there? This is your sugar.
Half a cup.
Yes, please. Half a cup equal to.
Half a cup.
There you are. Followed by flour.
Flour.
Yeah. No, sorry.
It's okay.
Fantastic. It's coming along. The nice crumble is coming along. And then the coconut. Fabulous. This is lovely. This coconut will become beautifully golden.
Yeah, I love coconut.
And it has two type of coconut we're using it. One where
Milk.
milk,
Yeah.
another one is your desiccated. Ma'am, I think I need a little bit more flour.
Yeah?
What do you think? because it needs a bit more crumbles.
We can't take a shot of your hand.
Okay.
That's why I shifted it.
Okay.
Do you want little more sugar?
Shall we try?
I think so.
We can try a little.
Yeah.
I don't have any sweet tooth, but you can put sugar in there. That's not a problem. Lovely. Could you give me your thumbs up, please?
I have a sweet tooth.
Okay, so you put
And
more sugar.
I think I would add more.
Please.
I'll add this one.
Yeah, that will be caramelized
Give it
nicely.
a little crunch.
Crunch as well, absolutely. So why don't we go all of it? Hey. Wonderful. I think we leave this in a room temperature.
Now,
It needs a little bit more crumbles, but I will do that crumble after a while.
okay, because we have to go for a recap break.
Okay, fabulous.
This is the last break you have.
This is the last break I have.
Yes, so
Okay.
you have to do it in the break and put it in the oven.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
अब हम ब्रेक में क्या करेंगे? हम अपना डिश लेके वो we will put that on the base
Yes.
and then ये crumble को ऊपर sprinkle करेंगे.
Okay.
ठीक है? And then this will go in the oven for baking. How much baking time?
I think 30 to 40 minutes, but we're going to look into that. 180 to 90 degree temperature. We'll
Okay.
see when it gets cooked.
Slightly
Yes,
cooked.
slightly cooked, and the color will tell us when we're going to finish that cooking. But 30
ठीक
to
है?
40 minutes.
Okay. See you after a recap break.
ओबरजीन करी अज्जा छोटे बैंगन 6 से 8 अदद, अदरक 2 इंच का टुकड़ा, पिसी हल्दी 1 चाय का चमचा, सी सॉल्ट या काला नमक हस्बे जरूरत, कैरी जूलियन 50 ग्राम, तिल का तेल 2 से 3 खाने के चमचे, साबित जीरा 1 खाने का चमचा, गुड़ या ब्राउन शुगर 1 चाय का चमचा, वेजिटेबल स्टॉक या पानी 100 मिलीलीटर। तरकीब: मिट्टी के बर्तन में तिल का तेल गर्म करके छोटे बैंगन को हल्का सा फ्राई करें। उसी तेल में जीरा फ्राई करें कि खुशबू आने लगे। अब अदरक, लहसुन और बचे हुए जीरे का पेस्ट बनाकर वापस बर्तन में डालें और 2 मिनट पकने दें। फिर इसमें बैंगन, नमक और पानी या स्टॉक शामिल करके अच्छी तरह मिक्स करें और उबाल आने दें। उसके बाद दम दें कि बैंगन पूरी तरह पक जाएं। अब इसमें आधी जूलियन कट कैरी और गुड़ या ब्राउन शुगर शामिल करके स्टर कर लें। आखिर में पिसा गरम मसाला छिड़कें। बचा हुआ पिसा गरम मसाला छिड़क कर बाकी कैरी से गार्निश करें और चपातियों के साथ सर्व कर दें। बेंगल कोकोनट क्रम्बल अज्जा: चॉप्ड फ्रेश पाइनएप्पल 225 से 275 ग्राम, ड्राइड एप्रिकॉट्स 100 ग्राम, किशमिश और बड़ी किशमिश 100 ग्राम, इलायची 3 से 4 अदद, कोकोनट मिल्क 400 मिलीलीटर, सॉफ्ट ब्राउन शुगर 150 ग्राम। टॉपिंग के लिए पिसा खोपरा 100 ग्राम, जमरारा शुगर 100 ग्राम, मक्खन 100 ग्राम, मैदा 100 ग्राम। तरकीब: एक बड़े पैन में टॉपिंग के अलावा बाकी तमाम अज्जा डालें और इन्हें 20 मिनट दम पर रख दें कि लिक्विड मुकम्मल तौर पर खत्म हो जाए। अब इसे एक पाई डिश में डाल दें। फिर उंगलियों से तमाम क्रम्बल अज्जा को मिलाएं कि ब्रेड क्रम्ब्स जैसे हो जाएं। फिर चमचे से मिक्सचर डालकर 190 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पर 35 से 40 मिनट पकाएं कि वो ऊपर से अच्छा सा ब्राउन हो जाए।
जी, welcome back जी after a recap break. Litu,
Absolutely.
इतना मज़े का है ये। मैंने थोड़ा सा टीस्पून से ट्राई किया। Oh my God, it's heaven.
So those are the consistency we are looking for.
Yeah.
And you're going to quickly put
थोड़ा
it
सा
in there.
syrupy है नीचे, okay?
Syrupy, yes. And those crumble goes on the top.
Yeah.
And it goes in the oven. 190. We're going to put everything
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, it will taste very nice.
It tastes
पूरा
very nice.
डालिएगा ताकि crispy और crunchy हो।
And you know, when you tried it, you suggested me, shall we add some vanilla essence in there? Which I
Yeah,
said, okay,
yeah.
and it's a great suggestions.
Yeah. You know, instead of cardamom, you can add vanilla essence.
And at the same time, you know, how we're going to eat this is
With ice
with
cream.
ice cream. And a vanilla
Ooh.
ice cream would be lovely as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So the reason is vanilla is not in there. Cardamom and vanilla would be
Yes.
added as a final serving. So here goes in the oven. in the middle, 190.
190 degrees पे for about half an hour.
And then I'm going to put it 30 minutes and you
Okay.
see how it works. We're going to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
We're just looking for beautiful color on this
Okay.
one. Yeah. Thank you very much.
It was lovely having you on my show, Litu, and I want to show my viewers your book.
Thank you.
Amin Sahib's Lounge. It has amazing recipes. And can they order on Amazon?
At the moment, it's not on Amazon, but there is a website on our website.
Can you
through
please share the
publisher.
website?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called the same, Memshiv's Lounge.
Okay, your
Yes.
website
Yes,
also.
memshivlounge.com.
It's a very good book, and I would suggest that everybody should take a copy of this because this has amazing recipes. And it's very kind of him. I just told him I'm going to order one. So he says, no, I'm going to send you one. So I'm lucky enough, alhamdulillah. Very nice recipes. Shahi lamb, ran, egg biryani. It's lovely. When I get this book, can I teach your recipes on my show?
Absolutely.
Do you give me permission?
I give you my wholehearted permission to do that.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Very kind of you. It was lovely having you on my show, and I hope you enjoyed it too.
I enjoyed it so much. Thank you so very much
Are
for
you sure
making
you
me.
enjoyed it?
I did so very much. Thank you. Thank you
Alhamdulillah.
for
So
inviting
next time when you come to Karachi, you're again welcome to join Masala Morning.
I will.
And if I come to UK, I will come
You're
to
my-
your restaurant.
You're my guest.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Nazreen, for watching us. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did. And pray for him that another second book which is going to come out is going to be more success than this one. Inshallah. Okay, ji, thank you. अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखिएगा. Thank you so much, Litu.
It's my pleasure.
Have a safe trip back home. And thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Nazreen, for watching us. And I'm sure जितना मैंने enjoy किया है लीटू के साथ, आपने भी आज का शो उतना ही enjoy किया होगा. God bless you all. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Add some masala to your life.